The Whispering Mansion. The old mansion at the edge of the hill had stood untouched for nearly a century. Locals claimed the house whispered at night, but no one ever dared to get close enough to confirm it. The vines crawling across its broken windows seemed to grip the structure like skeletal fingers, holding something inside, rather than keeping people out. Elias, a young photographer searching for abandoned places to document, ignored the warnings. He arrived at dusk, when the sky was a dull, dying orange. Even before crossing the rusted gate, he felt the cold. Not the normal chill of evening, but a deep, unnatural cold, as if the house was draining warmth from the air around it. The front door stood open. Not wide, just enough for someone or something to slip through. Inside, the air was stale. Dust coated every surface. The long hallway was lined with portraits whose faces had faded into hollow blurs, but their eyes remained sharp, watching him as he walked. His footsteps echoed strangely, as though the sound lagged behind, repeating a fraction too late. Elias raised his camera and took a few shots. The flash briefly lit the hallway, and in that split second of brightness, he thought he saw a figure at the far end. Tall, motionless, gone when the flash faded. He convinced himself it was just his imagination. The staircase groaned beneath his weight as he climbed to the second floor. The temperature dropped even more. His breath floated in front of him, pale and trembling. Doors on either side of the hall were cracked open, but Elias felt drawn to the one at the very end, a room illuminated by the weak glow of the moon. Inside, an antique mirror stood facing the door. The mirror was spotless, too clean for a place untouched for decades. He approached it slowly. The reflection showed the room perfectly, the peeling wallpaper, the rotting floorboards, but something was wrong. Elias wasn't in the reflection. He lifted his flashlight. Still nothing, only the room. Then the reflection changed. A shadow appeared at the edge of the mirror's view, long-limbed, crooked, its head tilted unnaturally to one side. The shadow drifted closer, its body jerking slightly, like a puppet pulled by trembling strings. Elias felt the air shift behind him, a sudden pressure, as though someone was standing inches from his back. He wanted to turn around. He couldn't. The shadow reached the center of the reflection, right where Elias should have been standing. It lifted an arm, fingers stretched unnaturally long. The mirror cracked, not from the center outward, but from the edges inward, like something was trying to force its way into the glass rather than out of it. Elias stumbled back as shards fell to the floor. The room darkened. The air thickened, vibrating as if the mansion itself had begun to breathe. He backed into the hallway, but it wasn't the same anymore. The corridor had grown narrower, longer, the doors bending inward. The whispers began soft at first, like wind through dead leaves, then layered, rising, forming shapes behind him. He didn't look back. He ran. The staircase twisted in front of him, but he descended blindly, desperate to reach the front door. The walls pulsed with faint movements, as though something crawled beneath the wallpaper. Finally, he burst into the entryway. The front door was closed. He didn't remember closing it. As he reached for the handle, the whispers stopped. Silence crashed over him. Then a reflection appeared in the glass pane of the door. Not his. A tall, broken figure stood right behind him. Its head slowly lifted. Its face, or what was left of it, twisted into a shape that might once have been a smile. The lights in the house flickered once, then darkness. The next morning, hikers found the mansion's door wide open. But no trace of Elias remained, only shattered glass on the floor, and a faint outline of a handprint on the front door's window. Not on the inside, on the outside,